Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Making Sense of Your Markets. It's Friday, April 25th, 2025. Short video for you today. Not a lot of exciting activity or news over the last week. The big thing that made the news was it looks like the US government has kind of softened its stance on the tariffs with China. And look what it did to the stock market. My financial planner called me Wednesday morning and said, hey, I want you to look at your portfolio. Some good stuff's happening right now. He kind of explained the why behind the what. Has to do with some of those tariff talks. So mortgage-wise, mortgage and real estate market-wise, remember last week I said there's not a lot of movement in mortgage rates, but at least the nose of the ship is pointed in the right direction. That hasn't changed. There hasn't been any real big movements in mortgage rates week over week. We're like 6.75 to 6.875. That's a 30-year fixed rate. That is definitely not a quote. It's just a range. So I don't think that's bad news. I think this is totally fine. I'm going to pull up some data here in a minute that you're going to love. Whether you are a home buyer working with me right now, whether you're seeing this on social media and you're just kind of looking for information, or you're a client that I've helped in the past or a real estate agent that I work with, you're going to appreciate this information because I think you can read between the lines on this and see some opportunities. The first thing that I want to pull up real quick, and I think this is super helpful. The National Association of Realtors, every month, about the second week of every month, they pull data from the previous month, housing data, 4 components of it. What percentage of homes sold were first-time homebuyers? What percentage of homes sold were cash offers? Which percentage of homes sold went for over asking price and how much? Stuff like that. So I'm going to pull this up on the screen here, and what I want you to see from February and March is there wasn't not a big change on any of those categories. There was a little bit of a decrease in all cash offers. Now, what does that mean? How I look at that is that's an opportunity for a demographic that I help a ton, and that's the first-time homebuyer group. But look, first-time homebuyers up into the low to mid 30% range. That was good because about 4 to 6 months ago, guess what? That was down in the 20s. So, good news, meaning opportunities for first-time homebuyers or homebuyers in general right now. The other thing I want to share, and this is from someone, a high performer in the trenches, helping people fund a lot of mortgages. We're seeing clients actually negotiate right now, meaning buyers being able to negotiate with the seller. Call it a softening of the market, call it maybe a correction of the market, call it opportunity, a small window of opportunity. Every once in a while this happens. I think there's some uncertainty right now with the tariffs, the trade talks, potential trade wars, the geopolitical stuff, and it's presenting some opportunities right now. Remember, when sellers go to sell their house, I tell homebuyers this all the time, sellers want to sell their home more than you want to buy their home in most cases, and definitely in markets like this. So we're seeing the market be very, very stable right now, very flat. This data is showing that. Now I'm going to pull this up. And what I want you to see when I pull up this chart, this graph, this is existing home sales. Now, if you as a consumer or even a real estate agent were to see this in the news, and I'm pulling this straight from the news, it says existing home sales at 5-month lows. Oh my gosh, the sky's falling. Nobody's buying homes. Well, let's look at this and let me help you make sense of what this means. All this means, and you can go all the way back to 2022, it's been about the same, up and down just slightly. But look at the big difference prior to 2022. You have to go back to 1995 to see existing home sales this low. Now, what's causing this? Is it something to be afraid of? Is it something to worry about? Well, we have a lot of homeowners right now. Like I've heard the stats, over 75% of homeowners right now have 30-year fixed rates under 4%. That's probably one reason. Number 2, here's another big reason, high interest rates. Why would you sell and exchange a 3% 30-year fix for a 6 or a 7? So we've got a lot of homeowners right now with equity staying put. It's not a bad thing. Now, what does this mean to you? Right now, because of the lack of inventory, the lack of options for home buyers to choose from, one, you've got a lot of home buyers in the market right now, so that's going to continue to keep home values up. It's going to continue to put pressure on appreciation. But number 2 right now, this is what I tell all of my clients. Since sellers want to sell more than home buyers want to buy right now, there's an opportunity for home buyers. if you can stomach where rates are at right now, if you can afford the mortgage and you have the down payment, you have the desire to buy, reading between the lines here, this is all data that points in the right direction for home ownership, for buying a home. I'm a huge advocate for home ownership. Teaching a homebuyer class tomorrow. We had 47 people show up to our Wednesday homebuyer class downtown Seattle. Consumer confidence is up. Don't listen to the media. Listen to people that are actively financing and selling mortgages and homes. Consumer confidence is up. Opportunity is up. If you talk to a lot of people that I know that invest in real estate, they're buying real estate right now. They believe in real estate. They don't believe in the media. And they're seeing these opportunities that different markets present. So if you have any questions on this, if you want to learn more about what this means, reach out to me. If you're a real estate agent or if you're on social media seeing this, would love to connect. If you're a client of mine and you have any questions, this is what I make this information for, okay? Now, I always end with this, brunch. My wife and I are on a mission to find the best brunch place in the greater Seattle area. We went to the Hart and the Hunter, H-A-R-T and the Hunter, downtown Seattle last Sunday for Easter brunch. Unbelievable. Super cute environment. Unbelievable French toast. You got to go there. You got to get it. We'll see you next week on the other side.